Good morning, everybody. Susie here, just another beauty guru. I did a thing. I straightened my hair this morning. Yeah, but it's very, it's 2-day hair, so I put a headband in to cover the grease. I know that sounds bad, but I think this doesn't look bad at all. So how is everybody today? Hello, I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to chit chat, talk about things going on. How's everything going with everybody? Hope you're all well. Yes, so I still haven't got my new makeup haul. I'm working on it. I still haven't decided everything. Cat hair, excuse me. Cat hair. Oh, eyelash. Oh, that itches. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got my skincare on. Actually, let me get a little bit of caffeine. I got some of the Ordinary. This is such good stuff. Caffeine. I need to put on. Oh, and I did not wet my sponge yet. So let's do that too. Caffeine drops feel so good, and they help lighten up the dark circles, the darkness under your eyes, the dark spots. Caffeine is actually very good for your skin, especially if you're middle-aged like me. I'm just gonna say I'm middle-aged. All right, let's get this makeup going, shall we? Some eyeshadow primer. Wait, let me pick my colors first. Okay, I got my primer on. I've picked my colors. I'm going to start with the beautiful Natasha Denona. Yes. We're going to do some Sundown. Let's get my crease brush, my favorite one. Yeah, let's go with Sundown. That is so pretty, right in the crease. Well, just above the crease because my eyes are hooded. If your eyes are hooded, you go above the crease and it will show the color, because if they're hooded, then when you open your eyes, it'll cover all the color up and you won't see any of your beautiful work that you've done. So it's good to know where your crease is. Go slightly above it, especially if you're hooded. If they're not hooded, man, you're blessed. You're blessed with this beautiful canvas that you can do so many looks on. Now I'm going to go in with this color, and then I'm going to get some pinks out. I think we're going to do a nice springy pink look. It is springtime. The weather is beautiful outside in Kansas, Burlington, Kansas. Yes, I said it. My daughter's like, Mama, don't do that. Don't tell people where you live. I didn't say where I lived. I said the city, if you want to call it a city. It's so small here. It's 40 miles where Jesus lost his sandal in the desert. You know, it's far, far, far away from anywhere. But it's pleasant. I like it. I've been here 6 years now, maybe going on 7, because I've been working at the hospital 6 years. And I got in trouble for videoing at the hospital, so I can't do that anymore. And that's okay. You know, I didn't mean to show the hospital logo on my shirt, but it happens. But we won't be doing that anymore. All right, so I've got my Fresh Prints out. We're going to go with this Bel Air color, the nice light pink. We're going to bring that into the crease, just under the other color, because I think that looks so pretty. When they blend together, it reminds me of a sunset. Kansas has some of the most beautiful sunsets, y'all. Now, I know if you're in Cali, nothing compares to sunsets off Laguna Beach. That was my Jimmy Jam. Me and my girl Tam used to go down there and watch the sunsets. Back in the day, we sure would. We'd load a bowl, smoke some of the devil's lettuce, and just enjoy the sunset. I was back before I got really bad into my habit. It was years and years ago. But that's another lifetime ago. I was barely 18. Yeah, because we would go to Tijuana on the weekends. And if you were 18, you could drink in Mexico. And so we would go to Tijuana. And if you had on a miniskirt, you got into the clubs for free. It was great. We used to party all night long. All right, let's get some deeper color in there. Let's deepen that up, shall we? I love this look I'm making. It's so pretty. I know I've done it before, but it's just so pretty on my eyes, and it makes my brown eyes pop. Just can't help it. Today, we are going to go to the eye doctor. I had plans to meet with a friend this afternoon, but I have to change those plans. I am going to meet with another one this morning after I finish this video. But my other friend, we were getting some homemade apple butter. She's got an apple orchard, and she had some leftover butter from last year. And she makes the world's greatest apple butter since Grandma. I haven't had such good apple butter since before my grandma passed away. And she is the sweetest thing. You may have heard me talk about her before, the famous Lee. She's amazing. She's a dear, dear, sweet lady, and I just can't say enough good things about her. She is strong. She's a fierce, fierce mother. She's an exceptional worker, and I aim to emulate her energy, in meaning that I wish I had her energy. She is so energetic, and I just love it. Oh my God, I love it. So I ended up going to the gym twice last week. I'm going to go again tomorrow. I was going to go today, but I'm filming this video already, so I'm getting my makeup on. So I don't think I'll go now, but I need to get some glitter glue on. Where am I? Who am I? I don't know. But I'm getting glitter glue on because I'm ready for some glam on these eyes. Y'all know me. I gotta have my glitter and shimmer. And I love that pinky glow that comes out of this shimmer that I put on. So, what are some of the new palettes coming out that y'all want to try? I know that a few came out just at the end of last year. And there was a couple I wanted to try. I can't remember what they are offhand, but getting ready to do a haul, so I wanted part of that haul to be a new makeup palette. Part of that haul to be some primer, some foundation. I want some new things to try on my videos. I looked up the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Whoo! Whoo! That shit is expensive. Wow, $56. Are you serious? For an ounce of product. That better be life-changing. That better be life-changing. That's all I got to say. Change my life. That's a lot of money. The new Milk Tinted Serum is $36. Now, that's a tinted serum, not a foundation. But I've seen many people try it, and it goes on like a foundation. I am a full coverage lady. I'm not a girly anymore. I'm a lady. I'm an older lady. I don't know if a tinted serum will work for me. So I don't know if I'm willing to put all my eggs into that basket just yet and pull the trigger on that. But $36 is a lot better than $52. But still, it's not a full foundation, and I gotta have me a full coverage foundation. But I am intrigued by it. That is faux show. God, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. I'm just doing this so that I can have my eyes done and that they look pretty. Somebody said, change your eyes the other day when I did the green look. I thought that was so funny. I've got 23 followers now. Thanks, everybody. I love it. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. It helps me so much. It helps me when you like. It helps me when you subscribe. I love it when you leave a comment. Oh, my God, I love it when you leave a comment. That is so awesome, even if it's a bad comment, because you took the time out of your precious day, out of you're never going to get this time back, ever. This is once in a lifetime. And you're wasting it watching me do makeup, and I fucking appreciate it so much. And it is so much fun to do this, that you took the time not only to watch my video, but to tell me it was bad. That's awesome. Well, not that the video was bad, but that the colors look bad on me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate a good, honest review, because this girl already knows. You can't say anything to me bad that I haven't said to myself. So that's not going to bug me at all. Besides, I'm on the internet. I'm just on the internet here. I ain't nothing, you know, like, why would whatever you say bother me? You don't know me. You don't know me. But that was really cool. Thank you so much for telling me that. I appreciate it so freaking much. You have no idea. Got a little bit of my Power Grip primer left. I'm going to use, y'all, this stuff works. Yesterday, we were doing dishes all morning. That steam was jumping in my face. The heavy steam with water in it was in my face. I was in the grill. I was cleaning. I was cooking. I was running around, and my makeup did not move. And it was this primer, and it did not move. I'm telling you, I have never seen it where my makeup doesn't start lifting or getting oily just in the T-zone, let alone sometimes makeup comes completely off your face where it looks like it's sitting on top of your face at the end of the day. That's a bad look. That's more than blotting. That's like, shit, cover that shit up, get it off and start over, you know. And this stuff looks phenomenal. And I wouldn't tell you that if it wasn't for real. If it doesn't work, I'm going to tell you it doesn't work. And yeah, I'm just going to be honest, because I ain't got nothing to lose on this shit, you know, for real. I got nothing to lose. Now, The Ordinary, these are great serums to get for your face. This was only $8. I think it's like $9.50 now, but when I got it, it was $8, and I've still got half a bottle left, and I use it regularly. Okay, because Mama's getting old and she needs all the help she can get. So I use it quite regularly. And yeah, those eyes are looking fabulous, fabulous. I love it. Yes, let's go. Let's do this. All right. Is it a Revlon Color Stay Long Wear Makeup Day or the Maybelline's Lumi Matte Foundation Day? The Lumi Matte is a lot thinner. It's not hot outside, so it's okay to wear the thicker foundation. I'm going to go ahead and wear the thicker foundation and save the Lumi Matte for a hotter day because, yeah. That's just what we're going to do. All right, let's get this on our skin. Our skin is skinning today. Yes. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Get it in that nose. Get it in there. Get it in there. It's okay. You can pat out the creases. Get it in there. Be aggressive. Oh, yeah. Get it in there. Swipe it around. Swoosh it around. Just get it on your face. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Such a good coverage. I love it. Love, 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 love it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a darker lip today, because it's my favorite lip to do. Hold please while I go wet my sponge. And we're back. Hey, I got my sponge wet. Here we go. Pat it in, get rid of those lines. Get rid of those lines if you have any. I don't really have any, but I do this out of habit. Push it in there, make sure it's into my skin really good. Nice. Yes. I look better already. So, anyways, we got to go to the eye doctor today. Friday afternoon, my husband lost the rest of his vision. As some of you already know, my husband is legally blind. Well, his vision on September 18th, he woke up and he couldn't see anything. So we had to go to the doctor and go through a series of tests, and we found out that there was a skin flap that had come up in front of his retina and it wouldn't let him see. So we did a couple of surgeries, and he was able to see a little bit, but not like he did. So he'd lost about 50% more of his vision. But they kept saying, well, after this other surgery and after this exam, after we get rid of the pressure, because he's got early onset glaucoma, that they would be able to get his vision back, that it would probably get his vision back, that it might get his vision back. His vision didn't come back after all that. So now he had to surrender that he's lost a significant amount of vision. He could barely see his hand in front of his face. He could see it if he wiggled his fingers. He could see the outline of me, but he couldn't see me. He can't see. Well, Friday, he can't see any of that, nothing. It's all white. So he's thinking maybe another flap came up. Prayers, please. If they're out there, I'll take some prayers. I don't know what's going to happen. Because if he can't see the computer screen, he can't work. So we might be coming through some changes. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is how devastating this is going to be for him, how much it's going to hurt him, how hard it's going to be for him if he can't see. Can you imagine being able to see like you're looking at me right now? You're looking at your computer, you're looking at your phone, your tablet, whatever, and then everything goes white. All of a sudden, nothing. That would be devastating. So prayers that whatever this is, he can get through it. I don't believe he's going to use over it. I believe he's going to stay clean. With faith, he'll get through it. It'll just be adjusting our lives to a new way to live. And we've been able to adjust our lives and create a new way to live without drugs. We can do this too. So that being said, I had to get that off my chest. Don't cry. It's going to be okay. So let's get back to the fun. Let's get back to some makeup, shall we? I'm going to do a little bit more because, maybe I'll do my little concealer trick with this e.l.f. because my eyes look a little dark. Just a little bit. So let's clean that up a bit. But yeah, that's what we're going to do this afternoon. So the apple butter is just going to have to wait. But it is really good. Get yourself a good apple butter recipe. Go pick yourself some apples. Make some apple butter, people, because that shit is the bomb. I guess it's not the time for it. I guess that's in the fall, huh? Because that's what she's giving us, her last year's, what she's got left over from her last year's stock. Because her apple trees aren't in bloom yet. They're not going to be ready till fall. But that's, she's like, I could go to the store and buy some apples. And I'm like, no, we want your fresh apple stuff. So she had to see what she had left. She is awesome, though. She is just a busy, busy woman and fierce about living life to the fullest. Truly, truly an inspirational person to watch. Just how she lives, her views. And granted, hers and I, we don't see eye to eye on everything. And you know what? We're both okay with that because that's not what life's about. We both know what we want in life. We both want similar things out of life. And just because some of our views aren't the same, that doesn't mean we can't get along, you know. That's called being an adult. And I just love her so much. She's the bomb. She's my apple butter connection. Let me tell you, she's a sweetie, sweetie. And so I'm looking forward to that. Yes, getting some more apple butter. Absolutely. So we'll probably do that tomorrow. That'll be good. That'll be a good thing. But we'll know more this afternoon what the doctor says and go from there. And it's going to be okay. And I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not the one going through it. But I promise I'm not leaving him. He's not going to be alone going through this. He's not going to be alone. So, you know, my daughter's worried about him getting depressed. Last Thanksgiving, well, let me go back a little further. My middle child, okay, let me go back even further. I have 3 beautiful daughters, and they come from 3 different fathers. And I'm okay with that. My life was different in every situation. And when I met my middle child's father, I had just stopped using drugs. Now I'm talking like a month clean. And I was insane, literally insane. And I was looking for anything outside of myself to make me feel better on the inside. And at that moment, it was him. I just got to be honest, y'all. It was him. And after a couple of weeks of dating, he practically moved himself into my house, and I didn't want him in my house. I didn't want him living there. I wasn't ready for any of this, and I kicked him out, and I screamed at him, and I threw his PlayStation at him, and that was the last I'd seen of him. And then I had checked myself into treatment after that. I knew I needed help because that wasn't working. And in treatment, my intake counselor told me the definition of insanity is repeating the same behavior over and over again and expecting different results. That was the first time I'd ever heard anything like that, and it was profound. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had been expecting different results from different men, from different drugs, from different things, or the same drugs, only trying it differently and getting the same results. I needed something different. So I was going to try this counseling. Well, fast forward, and I'm in a recovery program, and I'm getting fat because I'm not on drugs, and I'm freaking out, and I don't want to go to the doctor because I just knew I had Hep C because I used dirty needles. I just knew that I had HIV because I didn't use protection. I just knew that I was dying of something because by all means, I deserved that. That's, you know, after being such a menace to society, that was, you know, that was coming to me. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. And I knew when I got clean that I just wanted my daughter to love me again because she was very angry with me. And that's what I said. I want my daughter to love me again. And that's what I wanted out of my recovery from drugs. Well, come to find out on September 9th, I was pregnant. Doc said, "You're pregnant." I said, "You're lying." She goes, "No, I'm not." And it wasn't a doctor. It was an intake nurse at one of those facilities. And she says, "I'm not a doctor, but this will get you in to see a doctor who will tell you 100%. So I got in to see a doctor who told me 100%, "You're pregnant." I said, "That's crazy." That's all I got out of it was a pregnancy. After all that nonsense, insanity, running around, acting a fool, I was pregnant. I found out on September 9th, my beautiful daughter was born on December 28th. It was a 3-month pregnancy. That's all she wrote. So a few months after that, I get a phone call, and it was her biological father, who had been informed that he had a daughter through the court systems. Well, I think he didn't get informed he had a daughter. He got informed there was a baby involved. And he says, we got to talk about this. Is it healthy? Is it, smooth? Off I went. I'm like, it is fine. Was I mad as a hornet? Just, you know what? Sign off your parental rights and be done with the situation. I don't need you. Go away. Go away. Go. Is that what you want? That's what I want. Go away. So, he had told me that he hadn't heard from me because he was in jail, all this and that, yada, yada, yada. I don't care what happened to you. Go away. If you don't want to pay child support, then sign off your parental rights and child support will go away. That's all you got to do. If you're going to be a deadbeat, be a real deadbeat and sign away and go away. Don't sit there and pretend to be in my child's life. Well, I got married, and the man I married was with me since he found out I was pregnant. He knew it wasn't his child. He raised her like it was his child. She only knew him as his child. Fast forward to the divorce, and he tells me, Haley can't come home unless you cancel child support. This is not her home. I said, what do you expect me to tell her? Tell her whatever you want, whatever you need to tell her. But if you don't cancel child support, then she don't have a dad. He said, go to that deadbeat that doesn't even know her. What a real great mom you'll be. So I sat my 10-year-old daughter down and explained to her that he wasn't her father. Biologically, that he was there for her, that he loved her, that he took care of her, but that she had a different dad. And it broke her heart. But I had to tell her because she couldn't go home because we were in a custody battle. And she wasn't part of it because he wasn't her biological father. A few months after that, maybe a year after that, my oldest daughter was talking to her father, my middle child's father. They were friends. They were friends since when I first met him. I didn't know that they talked. She didn't tell me they talked. But then she said, Mom, Eric would like to talk to Haley, my daughter. And I said, that's fine. If he wants to talk to her on the phone, he can. You can introduce him as her father. That's her father. She can know who her dad is. So she got to know her biological father. And they had a great relationship over the phone because he lived in Oklahoma and we lived here in Kansas. And what she got from him was basically, I love you, Haley. I'm proud of you, Haley. Listen to your mom, Haley. Do your chores, do your schoolwork. She never got to see the real him. She never got to see him screw up. She never got to see him angry or upset or make her mad. She never got all those things you get with a parent. And then a few months later, he passed away. And it devastated her to no end. Fast forward now, I'm with my husband. Last Thanksgiving, my middle child, who's been through hell, wanted to tell my husband what she was most grateful for. She told him she was grateful for him to be her father and presented him with adoption papers at 18 years old. That she wanted him to adopt her. And I tell you, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. The nature of her biological father's death is that of suicide. Depression can get anyone. So my daughter is concerned because her father is going to be devastated if his vision doesn't come back. And she can't lose another one. And I've told her, you're not going to lose him. There's no way I'm going to let anything happen to this man. He is too precious. Too precious for words, y'all. He's amazing. He's still going to work, treating people, trying to help, and trying to be positive, even though there are times when this is devastating him. So, that being said, prayers, y'all. I need them. I need them strongly. Because it hurts me too. For selfish reasons. I want him to see me. I don't care if he can see you. I want him to see me. You know, to tell me I'm pretty, to tell me I'm beautiful. But he can't see me either. And it's okay. I don't think he'll be able to get his vision back this time. I just want us to be able to get through this. And I know grief comes in waves. And when you're grieving the loss of someone or something, it comes and goes. And it hits you in the darndest of times. Losing your vision is going to cause grief. And there's 5 stages of it. Well, he's already angry about it, but the man, you can tell when he's upset, but he doesn't get angry like, oh, I'm going to kick your ass or anything like that. He doesn't do that anymore because we have recovery. And it just makes me sad when I see him struggling. You can see it on his face that he's struggling. And I'd rather see a smile on his face. That being said, my daughter is worried for him too. Because she needs her daddy. And she calls us every night to say goodnight, to talk to us, to tell us how her day was. It's a beautiful thing. It is so amazing. I just love my children so much. My youngest, oh my God, she's got 8 weeks left of high school, and then she's going to KU, y'all. KU, rock chalk, mother. You know what I mean? So proud of her. She's so amazing. Oh my gosh. My oldest, oh, she's such a fierce mom. She's just fierce. Oh, I love it. Oh, what she does for those children. Nobody's business, y'all. Nobody's business. Oh my God, I've gotten way too personal. Let's get back into makeup. Hold, please, while I put my eyebrows on. Yeah, because I've been talking without them for so long. All right, I'm back and my brows are on. Love it. Love it. They're not even sisters. They're not twins. Distant cousins. Distant cousins. Laugh all you want, because I know I do. Oh my goodness. What a day. I forgot to put my liquid blush on. That's okay. I went ahead and powdered, so let's put some bronzer on. Bronzer is good. It's a good day. Right. I know that in my haul, I'm going to get some different colored eyeliners to try. I want the But First Espresso. I want the nude. And, of course, my black. So then I'll have a brown, a black, and a nude to work in my waterline. I know that black is not the best for older women, but you know, I don't feel like an older woman. I still feel like the same kid that was at Monsters of Rock 88. I still feel like the same kid that went to see Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, you know, back in, what was that, 86, 87. I still feel like the same kid who was at the Reggae Sunsplash, you know, saw Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers touring the Great Wide Open. I still feel like that person. I don't feel old. I don't know why age creeps up on us, but I feel like that same person. I don't feel like I'm going to be 52 years old this weekend. That is so weird to me. I never thought I'd live this long. I remember when 30 was old. That's crazy to me. I remember when I hit 30, I was so devastated. I remember when 50 came along, I was super devastated. Just, time is marching on, and I'm slowly getting closer to death. And that's what scares me the most. You know, leaving my children, not knowing where I'm going, not knowing what's next on my journey. That scares me. So I try not to think about it, and I keep putting makeup on. Because that is some scary, deep shit, y'all. Well, how did we get on this conversation? Every time I talk about my age, we talk about it. Oh my gosh. You know, and I'm so blessed. I've got such good health. And I get to go to the gym whenever I want. And like I said, I'm definitely going tomorrow. Me and my husband both are going to go. And I'm having a hot flash right now. Holy shit, this is not good. Not good, people. Oh my God. What is going on with my body? Oh my God. Whew. Whew. It's hot. I don't know. Sorry, I looked in my mirror and I was like, I could fix that. Let's fix that. A little more blending. Blending, blending, blended. When in doubt, blend it out. There you go. There you go. That looks better. Much better. Okay, I got my blush on. Let's see, got my powder on. Let's do my under eyes. Go back into my Natasha Denona bronzer palette. I love, love, love Natasha Denona. You know, I wasn't wanting to do the mainstream high-end luxury brands, but what they say about Natasha Denona is true. The consistency that you get in her shadows. These are her mattes and glimmers. This is the bronzer palette, and it is beautiful. It blends, almost blends itself out. It's just stunning, and the colors last all day. And with this palette, you can get an office look every day, and something a little different too, because you've got different shimmers, different neutral tones in there that are stunning. And yeah, I was trying to stop you from being blinded from that mirror. And it's a beautiful component. It's thick. It's metal. It clicks shut. You've got these holes back here so that you can pop these shades out and put them in any order you want. So if they're not in the order you like, you can make it your own color story. But yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff to it, and I truly do enjoy working with it. Most of her shades, most of her palettes are monochromatic like this, and they stay on the safe side because they're for the mainstream people that don't want bright, bold colors. If you want bright, bold colors, go with the indie brands. But do your research on them, because there's a lot of K beauty out there. There's a lot of C beauty out there, and I'm just not sure if I trust those brands because of the ingredients that could be in them. K beauty and C beauty are going to be your Korea and your Chinese brands. Now you get indie brands from the UK, you get them from USA, you get them from Sweden, you can get them from, like Odin's Eye is from Sweden. What else? Bella Beauté Bar, I believe, is from the United States. They've got them in France. They got them in Italy. And yeah, they work great. And I believe Gourmand Girls, which is cruelty-free, they give you a 24-month life. It's recyclable. Now the component, this is just cardboard, so you're not spending your money on the component. You're not spending your money on packaging here. What you're spending your money on are these gorgeous shimmers, all these colors, because they cost more money, but these are smaller batch. They're made in smaller batches so that they sell faster, and they're not made in big batches like on a machine. They're probably hand pressed for the most part, you know. So yeah, try out. And they're not that expensive. Some of them are like Wicked Widow Beauty and Bella Beauté Bar. They can run $60 a pallet, just like Natasha Denona. But you're getting a bigger palette, and you're getting these beautiful duochrome shades, and you're getting brighter colors. But like Gourmand Girls, 30, 40 bucks a palette. And you get, well, like that 12-pan palette I just showed you is $25 right now. And that's not bad, you know, and it's a companion palette. You can use it like I'm using it with Natasha Denona. You can use it with other palettes and make your own eye looks, and they're just so much fun. And it's so much fun to play with. Oh, we're almost done, people. Gosh, where did the time go? I'm going to put my highlight, my baby Jesus highlight, so baby Jesus can see me from the sky. I want to glow. I want to glow. And this Wet n Wild Mega Glow is giving. It's the Mega Glow Hello Halo. They have these in different shades, and they are very giving, but I find that they work better if I just use my finger. I don't have one of those really pretty fan brushes that puts on a highlighter, so I just use my finger like I do for my shimmer shades. That is a glow, and I like that. All right, now let's get into some lips. My Soloist is all but empty, but it's my favorite one to use. This is the CoverGirl. This is the 24-hour matte finish CoverGirl. And I'm telling you, this is like practically transfer proof. I can kiss my husband and it doesn't come off. It stays on all day. It doesn't bleed out, and it's a beautiful matte shade, and it's a beautiful on me. It's called Soloist. I love it. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on. Hold while I do my lips. Well, my lip liner. That actually went on really well. I was worried I was going to make a mess. I don't know why I have to go over it multiple times. This is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. All right, let's see if I can get a little bit more color. This is as high as it goes, y'all. The definition of hitting pan on lipstick. All right, that looks great. Thank y'all. Now, I know this is available on Amazon, so as soon as I can, I'm going to order another tube of this because it's just one of my favorites. I love it. I also have this other color. It's called Sweeten, but it's a little too light and too bright of a red for me. It's the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Ultra Matte. It wears beautifully all day long. CoverGirl does it right when it comes to lipsticks. And you know me, I like my traditional, good old-fashioned lipstick, but I don't want something that's just going to smear everywhere or come off. You know, now I've got these Milani. This one is in Dahlia. It's a beautiful color. I love it on me, but she comes off, and she comes off all over my husband's mouth if I kiss him. And yeah, then I get that horrible butthole lip. This one I also have from Milani. It is called Tease. Beautiful, beautiful nude color, but she comes off, you know, and I don't like that. I want them to stay. So I'm going to pick up a couple of CoverGirls. I'm going to definitely get Soloist again, and then I'm going to pick up a nude shade and see if I can't find a good nude. That's what sucks, is that you can't find a good nude online. You have to try it, and then if it's not the good color on you, you're stuck with a color you don't like and all that jazz. So yeah, but that's where we're at. All I got left is my mascara. I guess I can put that on while we're talking, but yeah, this has been fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I really appreciate having the talk. It's very therapeutic. It's helped me a lot. It really has. Thank you for your prayers and thoughts. Thank you for your kind words. I really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you for your not so kind words. Appreciate those too. They put a smile on my face. That you took the time out of your day, that I offended you so much that you had to say something mean. I even got one in a different language, y'all. That was hilarious. I got one in a different language, and I got the translator to translate it for me and said, makeup would be pretty if it didn't look like this. Quite insulting, but it was hilarious that they took the time to write to me in a different language. All right, thank you, everybody. Again, I really appreciate you coming. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you want to hang out. I'll upload a short on this look, and yeah, my shorts seem to get a lot more views than my videos, but I'm going to keep recording my videos because they are a blast. I'm just enjoying this YouTube journey so much. And yeah, like I said, I will be getting a haul, and we will do a look with the new makeup. So thank y'all. And I'm going to do side-by-sides too, like side-by-side foundation on this side and foundation on that side, and wear it all day. Hopefully nobody notices a difference. And yeah, I'm going to do it. I'll do it for YouTube. You bet. You betcha. So that means I'll be videotaping in the morning, so I'll be a little bit more quiet because, you know, people will be sleeping. And yeah, that's what we're doing. All right. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Bye.